Hello everyone and welcome to Norwich Theatre, and I'm here on the set of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime with the fabulous David Reed, Katie Cordell and Tom Peters. How's the show been this afternoon? We're in the middle of the matinee and the evening performance, so how has it all been?
It's been great. I'm knackered. I'm starving. I'm dehydrated.
We won't be long then.
I feel great. How do you guys feel?
I mean, you have a pretty tough job, to be fair. The audiences here are lovely. They're really vocal, get really involved and really invested. So yeah, we love the Norwich audience.
So thank you so much for taking the time out today just to speak. We won't be long, it'll just be a couple of moments and I've just got a couple of questions for you. I want to talk about the show but also not give too much away. So could you describe the show in a way that to encourage audiences to come and see it this week without giving too much away?
So it's about a boy called Christopher Boone. He's 15 years old. He's never left the end of his street, and he's at the start of the show we're confronted with this image of the next door neighbour's dog who's been brutally murdered with a garden fork. And this sends Christopher on a journey to find out who killed Wellington, and in doing so kind of finds out secrets about his own family, which then sends him on a trip to London. That's really as much as I can say before you start ruining things. But,
and the set design, as people can see, is absolutely stunning from the photos and the trailers and everything, and the choreography is absolutely amazing as well. Do you have each a favourite scene from the performance?
I probably have two. Can I have two?
Yeah, you can have two.
My first one, because you meet Judy through a series of memories and letters, and the letters are just so beautifully written and they're a joy to perform. And I think because a mother leaving a son is still such a taboo subject, I think it's a really interesting thing to explore. So I'd say the letter scenes, and then I'd say the final scene of Judy's, where I can't mention too much, but I get to act with my favourite cast member. Sorry guys.
Eliminate two then from that.
right, yeah, fine.
How about you, Tom? Have you got a favourite scene throughout?
Oh, such a good question. I don't think I do. This is not a spoiler, but my character, Ed, Christopher's dad, has this big speech at the end of Act 1. Christopher's lying on the floor having had a fit, and his dad is consoling him, and that's either the worst or the best. Because if it feels like it goes well, because it's very delicate. It's right at the end of the first half, so the restless ones have been sat there for an hour in the audience, and they're ready to go to the toilet or have a drink, and then they've got to listen to this long speech. It's just after your long speech.
Yeah.
And then they've got another one to listen to. So but you feel like sometimes if it goes well. And you don't know if it's gone well. You can just feel that it may have gone well. You think, oh, that's gratifying, and satisfying. And then other times when you think you've lost them, it feels ridiculous. So I guess that scene can be either the best or the worst. I think that's true.
And what about for you, David? A special scene for you for that performance?
I find it really weird saying what favourite scenes are, because then it's just like if an audience listens to it and goes, oh, this is his favourite bit, and the rest of the show he doesn't like doing the rest. So what I'll say, we've done it now, we've seen the peak. So the first scene.
Is there a special part though throughout?
I think there's the two contrasting scenes.
I'm not sure I want to know, to be honest.
No, because then you're like, oh, this is a bit.
Can I go and I'll come back?
I think the two contrasting scenes, I think, are Christopher's favourite moments and his least favourite moments. It's all using the physical theatre.
Yeah, of course.
That Frantic Assembly kind of did. It's him in space in the first act, where he's in his most comfortable, joyful part, and it's him flying around and musing with the ensemble, looking at us and using Toby as pet rat. I think that's one of Christopher's kind of most calm moments. I think on the opposite end of the spectrum is when he finally goes to Paddington Station and he's confronted with how busy it is. And it's, again, we're sprinting around the stage and we're doing backflips off the walls and we're walking on the walls. That's the most panicked that Christopher is in the whole show. And also one of the hardest bits physically. Afterwards, I'm talking to an information lady trying to get to where I'm going to, and I'm just going, where can I get to? 451C, Chester Road, London, because we're just sprinting. It's like 2 minutes of just go.
Yeah, of course.
It's mental. So the two completely contrasting bits.
Absolutely.
They're fun.
I'll come back.
Of course.
Yeah, he said his favourite scenes were with you, don't worry.
And lastly, our audiences, once they leave the theatre after they see, what do you think, what do you want them to take away from this show after seeing it? Start with you, David.
Well, I think a more general understanding of Pythagoras' theorem is probably what Christopher really wants. Okay. I think more of a. I think the show's so much about acceptance and about and love, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a lonely show for Christopher because he spends the whole thing being pushed away. So I think if it makes people stop for a second when they're talking to someone they don't know and don't really know how to deal with, just a tiny moment of, okay, what does this person need, and maybe a little bit of a kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, more of a kind of open mind to that everyone is different.
Yes.
And a bit more acceptance would be lovely, but Pythagoras theorem.
The teachers would be happy
Of
with
course,
that. What about you, Katie?
I'd say it's about, the show is about connection, human connection, I think, and at a time like this, I mean, given the last 3 years we've been through, I think that human connection it's so important,
It is.
and the empathy and the love that we all need to have. So, I just want everyone to leave with a sense of joy and love in their hearts. That's cheesy, isn't it? Oh, thanks.
How about you, Tom?
Love you too.
Well, I've had the most time to think about it, so I'm on the verge of sounding pretentious, but I think if you had to sum up kind of what can theatre do in one sentence, I think it's that it makes us feel less alone. And if you had to distill it, so my ideal, I play a father in this, and I'm a father, and it's both amazing to be a parent and the most frustrating thing on God's green earth, you know. And Ed, the character I play in the play, you could argue makes a lot of mistakes. So if chance a parent came to see it and went, oh, thank goodness there's a reasonably positive representation of someone that makes mistakes. But just the thing with Ed is he gets back up and carries on. And the other thing about Ed is, though he makes lots of mistakes, my friend once said to me a long time ago that as a parent, just show up. Just show up. If you're there, then you're doing something right. And the thing with Ed is he shows up despite the fact that he's flawed. So if someone happened to go, do you know what, I'm not alone in being a failure but showing up, then that would make me happy.
Yeah, that's so important. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, all three of you. It's been great to have you here this afternoon. Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time is here at Norwich Theatre Royal until Saturday the 7th of May. You can book your tickets at the box office, online at www.norwichtheatre.org or call 01603 630000. Katie, Tom, David, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.